Welcome to Mr. Foy's Easel. On this program, I'm going to use a strange looking chart. I've got a row of cartoon heads, and then, as you can see, facial features in the next two, and then a variety of hats. So we're going to mix up these heads with these particular features as you see below. So why don't we start with number one. Okay, that's number one head outline, and I think I'll go way over to number four for the eyes and noses. Eyes and nose, that is. Rather sleepy looking guy. All right, got a number of options here for the mouth. Judging from his eyes, I think he might deserve a mouth, kind of like that. And we need to give him some headgear. I'll just go with the first one there. Kind of out of fashion hat. Now we'll go on to another character, and I think we'll start with, we'll go to number three. This is a fellow that has a kind of funny looking set of whiskers. And I think we'll just go right below that for number three on the eyes and nose. And for the mouth, let's, all right, number three, and I'll go with that top hat. Let's put a little bit of color on these two fellows to see if they show up any better. Oh, my watercolor ran into my black marker. Smeared it a little bit. Okay. And I want to be sure to include every one of these heads, so I'll back up to the one that looks like a female. The hair on either side there. And I think we'll go for eyes and nose as follows. And she's kind of yelling at somebody, I guess. Well, this lady, let's see, I believe I'll put a straw hat on her head. Well, this little exercise is simply to show you how you can mix up parts of a cartoon face and head and get a variety of new results. Okay, there's one head that we haven't got yet. It's the one with a little bit of hair just above the ears and a kind of a chin similar to number one. And well, this is the number 2 category of eyes and nose. And but let's give him a smile there. I haven't quite completed him, but we'd better stop and have a break, and then we'll come back and finish this guy off and do some more.
Home security is now available through Conway Corp. It's an advanced solution backed by people you know and trust. Customize your system with motion detectors, sensors, light controls, and more, all managed from your wireless touchscreen or mobile phone. It's an easy way to protect the things that matter and the ones who matter most. It's safety for you, powered by Conway Corp.
Okay, before the break, I got this fella halfway done and didn't put a cap on him, so I'm going to, I think, put this particular cap, looks like a wintertime cap. All right, I've done every head now. Let's go back and pick up some more cartoon combinations. Okay, Mr. Whiskers, we're going to do him again. But I'll pick a different eyes and nose. And give him that toothy mouth there. And I don't know, he looks like I might want to come up with a different hat from ones I've been using. This one is not on my list, but just made me think of a guy that would want to wear a cap that was kind of at an angle on his head. Well, let's go back to our cartoon lady. Get her started, and well, she had a frown on her face on the first one. But let's do this one. If you're keeping track, this is a number 4 on my chart. And well, I hate to do this to her, but she's already looking pretty weird, so let's give her the teeth, and then hat number 1. So far, we haven't had a complete repeat. There's a little similarity there in the eyes, of course. Now let's go back to head number 1, kind of a lot like head number 1. And then we go to a kind of a grouchy look on the guy's face, but sort of a smile there in spite of everything. Got him a fancy top hat. And he's all dressed up with a top hat, and yet, he may not be, he may not look so hot at a fancy party with his 5 o'clock shadow. All right. Okay. Now here's our guy with the sparse hair right over his ears. And the eyes are kind of crossed, and the eyebrows are like that. And with a sort of a turned down mouth. And well, I'm going to add a hat that I don't have on the roll. He looks like he might be from the Wild West frontier. Use a different way of coloring up this dude here. Looks like he's been out in the sun too long. And while I'm at it, I'll make this lady here a redhead. Okay, going down to the next row. I'm going to do the same head as I started out with. Number 1, but I'm going to use angry eyes instead of sleepy head. Same mouth, but I'm going to give him a different hat. Say, all right, now, looking back over this lineup, you see how just a few variations in head types and expressions can come out. Some similarities, but on the whole, quite a variety of people you probably won't want to meet on your morning walk. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you can have some fun making up your own heads and facial features. It's a lot of fun. Until next time, this is Mr. Foy signing off.